He didn't come into work, huh?
Elliot? No.
Ryan asked me to keep an eye on him. You know, company he keeps, phone calls, any strange behavior. Well, he's dropped completely out of sight. I think I'd call that strange behavior. You think I should call Ryan?
No, we'll see him tonight at the wedding.
Oh.
Besides, Elliot may have just skipped town. I mean, he didn't actually kill Alex, and it's going to be awfully hard to prove that he even tried, so maybe it's just better for everybody if he just left.
Oh, Sam. I think they should lock Elliot up. Even if he does disappear, who doesn't? Who knows when he's going to be back or what he's going to do?
Ryan, when Elliot visited me this morning, he told me it was Barrett who betrayed everyone in that prison camp. That Barrett told the guards about their escape plans, and when the men made their break, they ran into an ambush. Now, could that be the truth? Could we be totally wrong about Elliot?
Are you kidding? I don't believe that for a minute. No. No, everything I know about Elliot tells me that he was the one the guards let go. Look, Barrett was shot trying to escape. The guards left him for dead. Elliot got away without a scratch. So what does that tell you?
If there are no other survivors, that makes it rough. It's one man's word against the others. Or worse, if Barrett can't remember exactly what happened, and some people will simply assume that his guilt over his cowardice causes amnesia.
Alex, I brought Elliot into contact with Barrett in the hopes that it would break his nerves. Yes, that by seeing the man he'd sold out and left for dead, that the shock would make him confess. Instead, I'm afraid I just prompted him into coming up with a defense. And he came up with one, well, he never would have come up with it on his own.
Elliot has always been very clever with stories.
We can't leave it like this. You've got to push. Push hard until he breaks.
Well, great, that sounds fine, but how? I mean, Elliot's not the sort that breaks easily.
We'll tell him I'm alive, that we're after him. No holds barred.
Well, Alex, I might smoke him out, but come on, that's going to put you right in the center of the target. Hey, we almost lost you once. We can't take any chances, all right?
It depends on how we set it up, what we decide we want him to know, how we want to bring him in, and how we want to set the trap.
Darling, please, no. I thought I'd lost you twice. Please, not again, not that.
Darling, don't worry. I'm not going to get shot a second time. Not a cheap shot like Elliot got. I've changed now. I know who the enemy is. I'm not going to hide out forever.
Please, dearest, let Ryan develop whatever evidence it takes, and you just stay safe a little longer, please. I'm due at the Bellmans for the wedding. Ryan, are you going?
No. Rick is Max's best man. I'll just stand in here for him.
No. Escort Iris. I'm fine now. You two were so careful covering up my tracks, nobody knows that the yacht's in Houston, much less that I'm on it. Ryan, go on. Take Iris to me at his wedding. I've never felt safer. I'm sorry, Shelley. I'm just not used to being cooped up.
It probably won't be for much longer.
I hope not. All my life, I've worked, been busy. That's what life meant to me.
Well, at least I know what it is you do now. You know, for the longest time, they just told me you were Mr. Wesley. That was it. It was a lot like a story I read once about this sailor who was brought into a Boston hospital during World War II. His ship had apparently been torpedoed or something, but See, nobody knew for sure because he had lost his memory. Couldn't even remember his name. He had no past that he knew of, and no one else knew it either. That's a little bit the way I felt sitting with you those past few weeks.
I was a sailor once. I didn't have a past either. Left it all behind me.
How do you mean?
Oh, it's not important. It was a long time ago, and those memories will fade one day.
You know, wives and relatives would come to the hospital and to see if this man was their lost sailor. He never was.
You remind me how lucky I am. I had loved ones who waited for me to come back. They were waiting for me. You've been waiting here with me a long time. I'm sorry you had to endure this long night.
Oh, don't be silly. You're the one that's restless, not me. I can stand a little confinement now and again. On a yacht. Besides, you know you're better company than when you were in the hospital.
Well, at least when I was in a coma, I didn't complain about the confinement here. Why don't we go outside to the fantail and get a little fresh air?
Hey, whoop. You. Now, I'm no security expert, but I've been on enough of these cases to know that when I'm keeping somebody undercover, I don't let him go expose himself for the sake of a little fresh air. Anyway, Ricky and Ryan would have my head if they knew, they dreamed I let you loose out there.
Oh, come on, this is ridiculous.
All right. If it's fresh air you want, it's fresh air you get. I'll open a door and a window.
Portal.
Whatever. But that's it. You know, what you need to take your mind off things is a little snack. Why don't you just relax and enjoy the air, and I'll go find the steward.
Sorry, he's on shore leave.
Oh. Oh. Well, then, in that case, I guess I'll just have to go scrounge around the old kitchen myself.
Jolly.
Right. I do more than just give shots, you know.